Welcome you back to BLACKSITE tonight. We have breaking news. Govan Hernandez has been found not guilty in the Young Dolph trial. First, I would like for you to subscribe to this channel, hit that like button, hit that notification button, but also comment on this video. We have breaking news, and to me, not a surprising verdict, that Govan Hernandez was found not guilty in the Young Dolph trial. Govan Hernandez had a great attorney, and that attorney proved his point in a short period of time, basically putting the Memphis PD on trial, not Govan Hernandez, putting the DA on trial, not Govan Hernandez. He did a wonderful job saying the biggest co-conspirator in this case was Big Jill. You never questioned him, never brought him down to the police headquarters, basically saying the guy who was paying everybody, you never questioned. So how can my guy, who wasn't there when the shots rang out, how can you say that he's guilty of a crime, but did not question the main conspirator in the crime? See what the attorney did for Govan. He made it very simple for the jury, because the jury, which is part of Memphis, which is a jury of his peers who know more possibly about the case than the DA or Govan's attorney, saying, where is Big Jook? Where is Yo Gotti? Where is the main co-conspirators in this case? But you gonna put it on the small man. See, the jury saw it through the eyes of themselves. They said, wait a minute, this guy didn't have the money to pay these other people who have been also found guilty. He also lost his daughter through this whole beef between Young Dolph and Yo Gotti. So they're basically saying, we want the big hitters. Yes, he may have been involved in a crime. Yes, he may have to deal with this if this case goes towards a RICO case in federal court. But we're talking about the big hitters, because it always seems like in the dope game, any game that you're dealing with, the small hats, the small people always get caught. But the people on top, they get to walk free. So they know what's going on. Govan Hernandez, lawyer, who I think was possibly, because this is a big hitter, this cat was good. After you saw that second day of the trial, you was looking around and saying, hey, wait a minute. This guy couldn't have did this all. Basically, you was looking for Big Jook. You was looking for Yo Gotti. And that's who you wanted to see on trial. Now, a lot of people are mad. If you in the Young Dolph camp, you mad simply because this guy didn't get any time. But you know damn well that Govan Hernandez wasn't the person that you really wanted. The one you wanted, he's dead. The other guy that you want, he's still alive. He's still running CMG. And I believe that Yo Gotti is in some serious trouble. I believe that Yo Gotti right now is looking behind and said, wait a minute, is the feds looking in? But see, what the feds sometimes elect do, they'll let the state case, they'll let the metropolitan case go through until they can get enough information to go charge Yo Gotti and any co-conspirators that work with him. So if I'm Yo Gotti, I'm shaking, because these cases that's been coming down on rappers from P. Diddy on down, R. Kelly, who's R&B, anybody else, you gotta think. You gotta have your lawyers on standby, and he better get Govan Hernandez lawyer. Just like P. Diddy got Young Thug's lawyer to come up and help him in his case in New York City against the feds. Because the feds is going after all these cats now. But if you want to see how the jury system is supposed to work, it worked for Govan Hernandez because they did not prove their case. Matter of fact, it was one of the worst cases I have ever seen prosecuted, especially if you from Memphis, all you people from Memphis, that Shelby County DA, he should be fired at the next election because this case was shoddy at best. I don't know if these Memphis police officers were CMG Yo Gotti's Big Jukes payroll, but the way they did this case, man, there is no way you should have put this man in jail. I know a lot of people disagree. You know from the streets if this guy did it or not. But I do know this. They didn't prove their case. That lawyer did a fantastic job. He stepped in. He made it simple. See, most people don't understand. A prosecutor is supposed to present the evidence, and he's supposed to prove beyond a reasonable doubt. The defense attorney, he took the prosecutor's case and destroyed it all in a day and said, hey, y'all can't put this man in jail for the rest of his life. And that jury looked at the prosecution and the Memphis police and said, hey, this all y'all got? With this guy? Y'all bringing in convicts that we already know is willing to lie to put this man behind bars? This was a CMG dream. This was a Govan Hernandez dream. The people they put before the jury, the prosecution's case, it was easy. With his defense attorney said, hey, this kid is not guilty. And you know it. I sat there and said, he ain't going to jail. He can't go. If the jury see this, he can't go to jail. You knew it. I knew it. And everybody knew it. Govan Hernandez was found not guilty. He was lucky. Sometimes it depends on your prosecution. It depends on the police officer. They did a shoddy case. It's one of the worst cases I ever seen presented in front of a jury. And the jury did their job. They said we can't put this man behind bars beyond a reasonable doubt. And they were right. You know it and I know it. So we'll see what comes down in the future. And if I'm him, Govan, I'll leave Memphis. I wouldn't stay there. Because you don't know, your enemies could be lurking tonight. Hope he got some security. I would love to hear your comments on this quick take on the Govan Hernandez trial, him being found not guilty. And what's to come next? Is Yo Gotti next? I believe so. I want to thank you for listening to BLACKSITE. Hope you subscribe to this channel. Smash that like button, but also share this video.